Very nice. I'm not sure where that came from. Very nice. Ja. It's harder than it looks. And jingle in the jingling feet. That's the jingle bell. That's the jingle bell. That's the jingle bell rock. It is a cable. You little sack of shit. Alright. My new cable. But a new cable is so far away. Because today, ladies and gentlemen, it's a Sunday. Very nice. Had a little bit of fun. Saw some Japanese food stuff yesterday. And yeah, we just had a good time. We come back, we relax. And that is the week, man. They go by so freaking fast. And if you didn't know it, if you didn't want to believe it, Christmas. The end of the year. Do you know what that means? She has been unleashed. Just kidding. We're not singing Mariah Carey. My brain wouldn't be. All she wants. Little respect. And some waffles. People love waffles. But we're not here for that, man. No way. Dame da yo. So, if it's your boy, Alchemist Hostage, to EXP, here, relaxing, you know, celebrating the weekend as it is, at the beginning of the week, the end of the week, everything that has happened in between, and all the fun shebangs. All right, and here we go. Hi, hi. Ikimasho. I confess, I messed up, dropping up story like you're still around. And I know, hey kid, you'll never live this down. Cause you're just a girl all the boys wanna dance with. And I'm just a boy who's had too many chances. Sleeping with the boys, don't you get dreaming. She said, why don't you just drop dead? Blame you, I don't blame you, but you can't blame me from any. Fuck. I set my clock early cause I know I'm always. Give up on darling, what did you expect? I must laugh, a lost cause, long shot, disband. You can make all the moves, you can aim all the spotlights, get in the stars and the moon just right. Sleeping in the couch before you get streaming. She said, why don't you just drop it? I don't blame you. Don't blame you, but you can't blame me for everything. What are you waiting for? Kiss her. I set my clock early cause I know I'm always. You said you'd keep me honest, always. But you won't call you on it, always. I don't blame you for blaming you, but you can't blame me for hating it. So say, are you waiting for a kisser? Set my clock early cause I know I'm always late. Hey. Set my clock early cause I know I'm always late. And then deep. God damn. Fucking. Why? Man. Jesus Christ. That was. It's okay. Boys, they fall. They jobu. They get back up. That's kind of what they do, man. So, surprised at how fast that went. Smokey's annoying me. Let's see. What does he want this time? Let's find his bread and wine. Yeah, all you want. Sing a song. I'm not giving a fuck tonight. It's mine. I'll take my time. Oh, you don't stand a chance. Don't stand a chance. Oh, whoa. This cat don't stand a chance. Oh, be so coy with this boy. I'm not messing around again, my friend. Just let me in. Oh, I don't know what it is. Come and give me a kiss, my son. My life, a day and night. Oh, you can't don't stand a chance. don't stand a chance. Oh, 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 cat don't stand a chance. This cat don't stand a chance. Oh, cat don't stand a chance. Cat don't stand a chance. Oh, 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 cat don't stand a chance. Cat don't stand a chance. Yeah. Man, 2% of me is just like, why not just music all the way? But that's not what we do here. We reserve those special days for special times. And wouldn't you know it, it is a special weekend. The last weekend before we have to go crazy with all the consumerism. But there's some fun in that, right? A little bit of a chaos to find the right presents or whatnot. So, keeping that in mind, let's move on to the news of the week. Congrats. Instagram stuck with your boy. Well, all right. It's been an interesting one, as is the the common through line of the 2025. Definitely a lot of things have come and gone, right? I think about the times when we were still creating things, right? And even if they were copied material, i.e. Marvel comics, movies, there was still a sense of like inspiration. The idea that, yo man, these things have not been portrayed in live action in this manner of like ambition, technology, organization, timelines, linear releases. So I think about those early 2000s, 2010 years when Iron Man first came out, when Avengers first dropped. Damn, fuck, that was a big moment. And I think about what we have now. Because Marvel fan YouTube channels are so certain of what's next. What's certain is the next week's rumored Thor because Avengers Doomsday leak trailer that they're pumping out AI slot for leaks. I have another one coming up right now. Yeah. And this is by Tom Phillips over at IGN. Leaks of Marvel's Avengers Doomsday marketing plans have left fans convinced they know everything in the next week's Thor-focused trailer, prompting a stream of a look-alike AI versions to its internet. Past week have seen a flood of leaks about Disney's Doomsday's marketing, which kicked off yesterday with the reveal that Chris Evans will return as Steve Rogers. confirmed via theatrical trailer attached to Avatar Fire and Ash. Reporter has stated that Doomsday trailer will be swapped out for 3 others over the course of the next weeks, while Feature First reported that these 4 world feature Steve Rogers, Thor, and Doctor Doom in turn. Another supposed leak has spilled out the audio for Thor's trailer, which has since been widely shared on Reddit and seems to collaborate via Marvel tipsters. Apparently features a solemn prayer from Thor to his father during a quiet moment in the forest, as reflecting on the eve of some fearsome battle. Quote, "Of all the crowns, the kingdoms, the pride, I ask none. Father, hear your son. I am not worthy of life, but still I beg you to let this thread lengthen. Not for thunder, not for war. Let me remain long enough to see my love once more." Yeesh. Fans have noted, with no small amount of relief, that this version of Thor is clearly being pitched as more sober and less wacky than the character's last appearance in Taika Waititi's goat-screaming Chucklefest, Thor Love and Thunder. There's not a sniff of Russo Brothers' money, mopey, takeaway, chompy, Fortnite playing Infinity War version here either. Instead, the dialogue is spoken with more mature and world-weary tone. Okay. The other main point of discussion here is Thor's use of the word love, which many fans have taken to mean his adopted daughter, Love, seen in Love and Thunder. Without an official transcription, it's impossible to say for sure Thor is using capital L here or not, though it's likely intended to be ambiguous. Alternatively, it could also mean reference to Natalie Portman's Jane Foster, who now resides in Valhalla, or some character we haven't met yet. Still, the reference to Thor's daughter would also be an obvious spark for a separate point of speculation. What is going on with the Avengers kids, and why does Doctor Doom want them? Our first glimpse of Doom came at the very end of Task Force First Steps, where he turned up seemingly to kidnap Reed and Sue's son Franklin. The reveal that Steve Rogers is now a dad has prompted fans to immediately expect Doctor Doom to turn up at his door too. Could Thor now be mourning the similar disappearance of his daughter? Anyway, while the discussion aside, fans have been feeling pretty confident what they know what's next, the trailer will look like, and YouTube will serve up a string of videos in just time. Thor 4 saying prayers, reference love, blah blah blah. Of course, none of these are real, and if they were, they'd likely be removed, as happened with the many uploads of the leaked Steve Rogers trailer. Instead, all the videos made with varying levels of poor quality AI, most designed to look bad, shakily recorded and phone at the back of some non-existent theater in order to add to their quote authenticity. While fake trailers are certainly nothing new, it's still remarkable to see a situation where so many fakes have been made, all of which are near identical to what fans believe the real thing will look like. When it arrives in theaters in less of a week's time. This week, it emerged that YouTube had killed 2 of its biggest channels, which we will jump over to right now, man. Woo! Fans celebrate after Google kills 2 of its biggest fake movie trailers channels on YouTube. Quote, good riddance. By Yesli Yin Po, continuing on the story. YouTube has killed 2 of the biggest YouTube channels responsible for fake movie trailers. Deadline reported that Screen Culture and KH Studio, whose fake movie trailers videos have collectively generated billions of views, are now unavailable. A search for either channel now returns the same message. Page isn't available. Sorry about that. Try searching for something else. Damn. Screen Culture and KH Studio has won millions of subscribers and billions of views for generating fake trailers that in many cases misled fans to think they were official. With the emergence of generative AI, the quality of these trailers improved, as their ability to mislead. Both Screen Culture and KH Studios were infamous on the internet after pumping out fake trailers for years, particularly for movies that fans either hoped Hollywood would end up making or had announced but had yet to see an official trailer. As you expect, Cinematic Universe was a popular choice. Some fake trailers ended up outranking official ones on YouTube. Google demonetized both channels. They added disclaimers to the videos such as fan trailer, concept trailer, and parody. But as Deadline points out, these desperate attempts to revive revenue was short-lived, sparking Google's latest action. Revive revenue. Got you. Okay. It's important to note that the clampdown comes down hot on the heels of Disney's cease and desist letter to Google. The megacorp has accused Google of infringing its copyright on a massive scale by using its works to train its own generative AI models. Disney itself has licensed many of its iconic characters to OpenAI, alongside $1 billion investment in the company behind the App Store 2 and ChatGPT. For now, the online reaction of the news has been positive. Quote, finally, said one. I've been trying so hard to block these 2 from appearing on my timelines. Very good news. Great. Now they can shut down channels that peddle AI slop to children. Add another. Definitely glad it's gotten so it can be challenging to find actual trailers, said one person. Definitely glad it's gotten so it can be challenging to find the actual trailers. Interesting. While fake movie trailers are a big issue on YouTube, video games are suffering from the same problem. Last month, an AI-generated GTA 6 gameplay leak went viral while misleading an army of fans across social media. Amid a backlash, its creator later pulled the video, admitting it was AI-generated and claimed it was all part of the social experiment. What? Misleading videos made by generative AI have exploded on the internet in recent years as technology has become more popular and accessible. It's a problem that affects all entertainment. Last month, IGN reported physicist Brian Cost, who went public with complaints about the YouTube accounts that had used AI to create deepfakes of him saying nonsense about and comment 3i Atlas. Similarly, Keanu Reeves recently hit out at AI deepfakes of the John Wick star selling products without his permission, insisting, quote, "It's not a lot of fun." In July, it was reported that Reeves pays a company a few $1,000s a month to get the likes of TikTok and Meta to take down his imitators. God damn. We did talk about that last week. But compiled with this right here, we are at a interesting point, to put it lightly. Again, the idea and the kind of the anticipation and that hope that came from seeing those initial Marvel trailers, seeing Iron Man drop, seeing what's the big one? I don't even know. But seeing back then when those trailers would drop, you know, we were still seeing something new, something fresh, and we couldn't really imagine that per se. But at the same time, it was part of the excitedness to speculate, think, and wonder, and also just kind of be a Marvel fan and just trying to like connect all the dots before the next movies come out. But we're somewhere different now, you know, and especially with where we're at in the whole AI production BS stuff, it's gonna be really weird. I'm speaking from obviously a broader term. I always look at the biggest picture, and it's not just pop culture. It's not just, you know, Keanu Reeves getting his likenesses abused, but I also think about just common news. You know, there's so much information out there, and now there's so much fake information, or there's so much generated information. It's not fake per se, because someone made it with an intention to make you feel a certain way. And sure, while that's cute and all that, that shouldn't be a thing for stuff like this. And I don't know if that's too much for me to say or if I'm going too off the boat here, but making slop and then putting it on YouTube and being like, yo man, I'm gonna make so much revenue off of this shit. What are we doing here? You could be doing a lot more with your free time, you know what I mean? AI can be doing so much more, and we're just all stuck in like this point of like wanting to be creative but not having the balls to do it ourselves. And sure, you can use AI to help yourself out. I'm not saying it's all terrible. Video games have been using AI for generations at this point. It is a tool to be helpful. But when that tool becomes your only option and you no longer have the drive to just use your own skills, then we're losing something. And we've lost it, right? Just from the simple fact of Avengers killing all its, well, you know, quote unquote, what's the word? Sunsetting its lead actors, Robert Downey Jr., Chris Evans, sorry, Thor, all the original Avengers, right? And then to come back around and be like, no, just kidding. Steve Rogers is bad guy. Steve Rogers, which is also very sad, because didn't they just spend a whole fucking generation trying to make Sam Wilson the next Captain America? What are you trying to say here, Disney? So it's all up in the air. Obviously, people can like what they like. You're more than welcome to enjoy your weekend and have fun and watch these and be like, yeah, that was a movie. I think I learned something. But it's just, obviously, I'm not the only one. It's different. It's been different. I'm preaching to the choir, I know. But I'm looking forward in terms of like what are we looking at? What are we thinking we're doing, and how far are we gonna take it? That's kind of where we're at. So, Marvel fans, just keep it to yourselves. Hopefully, it'll be okay. I honestly don't really have any hopes for Avengers Doomsday. I will go check it out. It's just my prerogative, and I naturally tend to just go watch movies. I love movies, but I can't say that I'm excited, and that kind of sucks, you know. But hey, don't worry, Doom is back. So sounds very excited. But if Doom and Gloom wasn't good enough for you, then wouldn't you know it? Gachi Kakuta RPG announced for PS5, Xbox, and PC via Steam. There you go. Current anime based on Kei Urina's Gachikuchi manga ended on Monday. Wow, really? With an announcement of an upcoming RPG from the Com2S group for PS5, blah blah blah. Gachikuchi, the game, crawl back from the abyss to hell to change this lousy world. The smash hit TV anime, based on the original manga written and illustrated by manga artist with graffiti designed by Hideyoshi Ando, is officially getting a game. Huzzah! This guy right here. Working title of the game is Gachikuchi. The game aims to reimagine the atmosphere of the anime, with the survival action RPG will enable players to enter an anime setting. Urana launched the manga in Kodashi's Weekly Shonen magazine on February 22nd. Heijishino is creating graffiti design. Kodan the Pushable is manga 17 compiled volume on November 17th. Publishing, English, describes the story. Quote, Ludo lives in the slums of floating town with poor scrapes by under the shadow of rich lives of scrumptious life. Simply casting the garbage off to the side into the abyss, and one day he's falsely accused of murder, and his wrongful conviction leads to an unimaginable punishment, exile off the edge, with the rest of the trash down to the surface. The cast-off waste of humanity has bred vicious monsters, and if Rudo wants to have any hope of discovering truth and seeking vengeance against those who cast him to hell, he will have to master a new power and join a group known as the Cleaners, who battle the hulking trash beats of the pit. Nice. Debuted July 6th. Very nice. So, why are we talking about this? Because I don't even watch this, and I haven't even been keeping up with it in Twitter or whatever. Simply put, this mofo has had one season. This mofo has just barely come out into the anime scene. And it's already getting a video game adaptation. Now, I know that doesn't seem like much, but again, pull it all back real quick. Kodansha is now co-operated with Sony. Sony has shares of Kodansha. Remember that just happened a couple of weeks ago or whatever ago, a couple of months ago. Sony coming in with their Crunchyroll, Sony's Crunchyroll, who is streaming Gachikakuchika, Watapatusha, is now going like, bam, video game, straight to video games. Who the fuck, you know, like back in my day, it took us like all of Fairy Tail to be finished before we got a single game, or something like Eureka 7 on the PS2. Like that was just a weird like extra adaptation, and it's really crazy to me that anime is now like really being forced into the video game spectrum, and it's happened more and more and more. Like I've seen it. Obviously, we had a freaking the quintessential quintuplet video game twice, and I didn't buy that. I don't know who was into that. It's like it's always weird because it's like, I don't want to be too rude, but it's weird because it feels like it's always like basic ass gameplay, but then they give you the visual novel with, you know, whatever fan service shit that you're into, and that's how they, you know, entice people to do that. So there is a market, and it's been growing, and now Sony is in control of the anime that is being made into the video games. I'm scared. I mean, it's just gonna be a thing. More than anything, I'm very curious to see what this game is gonna be, what the gameplay is like, how they decide to bring it out. Because I swear to God, if it's another fucking a Konosuba or quintessential quintuplets like management system game with visual novels included, then come on, dude. What the fuck, man? Simple as cash grabs like that is really where the creativity dies. And again, that's the thing. Creativity. Do people actually like enjoy this that much? Is there a team out there who has been thinking about like, yo, we can make this into a very solid game? Or is it just another hype fucking management from Sony? The same fucking idiots who released Concord to die, right? The same fucking idiots who decided to invest 60 to 80% of their investments into live service games that essentially became a fucking waste of money, which are called tax write-offs. Fucking assholes. So, that is what we're looking at right here. Is this actually a game that people are gonna try to make very badass? Because I like the design. It's red, it's black, it's edgy. Give me a damn good game. I would love to play it. I would love to enjoy the story. I would love to get immersed or involved into this universe. But if you're gonna bitch out and make a fucking management system game or this minimal effort game just to include a visual novel, just make the fucking visual novel. In my humble opinion. But yeah, that's where we're at. The idea that we have cool anime properties and we have the potential to make actual good tie-in video games or systems or mechanics, or think of Attack on Titan. Attack on Titan was freaking goated. They made you fly around in that 3D maneuver gear. Is what we need. What we want. What I want. Creativity, some kind of ambition, inspiring people to make new mechanics from the anime that will inspire other people to include those mechanics into their own games. That sounds beautiful. But if you're gonna be a fucking corporation that's just sold on fucking saving up money and trying to like cash in on the fucking cash cow that's very popular right now, just stop, man. Just stop. I'm so tired of this shit. It's just stupid. But hey, I won't know. Nobody will know until we get our first trailer. So for right now, we just have a simple statement that Sony is producing a gacha creature game, even though they won't. Nobody will say that to you, to your face. So here's to hoping. I really do hope that games can come back around, because we've seen the AAA game space and we've seen how shitty Call of Duty became and how it's fucking tanking. Call of Duty 7 is fucking tanking, and they deserve to. They deserve that. They really do. So the gamers have spoken. Vote with your wallet. Fuck the shitty ass investors, and yeah, believe. Expedition 33. So, but it's not all that bad, because it gets worse. Paddington director Paul King tapped to helm the Labubu movie. Things sounds like it's really happening. It's by Lex Briscoe over at IGN. The Labubu is about to be a star. Movie star, that is. Last month, fucking Sony, snagged the rights to bring the hugely popular kids' accessory to the silver screen in a major way. It now has announced Paddington director Paul King will direct a coming Labubu film feature. According to Hollywood Reporter, I'll tell you guys the story behind that. Well, King will feature as well as direct alongside Department M and Weston Shi. Plus, Sony is working directly with the Chinese retailer Labubu Pop brand owner Pop Mart on his movie adaptation. As far as someone to write it, the project is so early in development that they're still looking to lock in a writer. So more on that in the future. Labubu is the name of the lead monster doll of the brand, who will undoubtedly be featured in the film. Other named characters who will also most likely show up in the movie adaptation include Zimomo, companion Mokoko, and boyfriend Taikoko. They all have names? What? Is this why Cappuccino Assassino became a thing? Are you fucking kidding me? Labubus have become a culture phenomenon over the past few years. Pop Mart sold the accessory via blind boxes, which have been contributed to both the popularity in dolls as well as demand for them, as fans keep trying to buy to get their favorite from the blind box. Because of the crazy demand, the secondhand market has spiked intensely. Collectors will pay insane prices to get the dolls through pop-up sales and reselling sites, as well as auctions. But that's only one piece of the puzzle that got us to a Labubu feature film. The other element that made the dolls blow up in the zeitgeist was a celebrity endorsement. Major stars, including superstar K-pop group Blackpink member Lisa, have publicly used them as accessories in the last couple of years, which raised their profile on a major scale. Stupid. As for the king, perhaps best known for directing the first two Paddington movies, which earned him 2 BAFTA nominations. He also wrote the third film in the franchise, Paddington in Peru. The last project he directed was the Willy Wonka prequel, Wonka, starring Timothée Chalamet in the title role. But early in his career, he also previously directed all of the episodes of the beloved Mighty Boosh series. No word on yet when to expect the Labubu movie to hit theaters, but just know the monsters are coming. And knowing King's work on building Paddington into a beloved British icon, we might just love them too. Damn. So they got us. They really got us. Sony's pulling out all the stops for this Labobo film. And, goddamn, man. Again, how did we get here? Not superheroes, not comics, not anime. Blind Pop Mart boxes are being made into a movie. Do you guys remember when the Emoji Movie was made? Yeah. Guess we've always been a little stupid. But hey, Paddington, I've heard good things about. I've never seen the Paddington movies, but I've heard great things about Paddington too. I think he gets locked up in that one. So there's something there, man. If anyone can bring some kind of humanity to a fucking corporate mandated agenda, and I guess is a guy who writes movies about stuffed teddy bears. So hey, are you the dude who likes Labubu for you? So I used to work we used to work in culinary, and there was this one kid who was a little bit different. He was okay. He was able to do the job, but he would always give me a harder time, just because I after a while I start showing my non-interest in wasting time, and I believe he picked up on that, and he was like, "Oh, I'm getting attention from the boss," and so I forgot how it happened, but we were just all in a circle. And someone said, "Hey, boo boo," or someone said, "Hey, boo boo," like from Yogi Bear, like "Hey, boo boo." And then that fool went the whole fucking week just going, "Hey, boo boo, hey, boo boo," and I was like, "Dude, do me a favor, just don't call me that. Don't say that. Don't call me that. Just don't do that. Just don't say that when we're working or what." I just tried to make it the most like nonchalant, like shut the fuck up. And I don't know if it worked, but I will never forget that fucking guy with Labubu. And 2% of me makes me believe that he might have been related to Jenna Ortega. That's all I will say about that. But anyways, moving on. Because Tom Cruise shares first trailer for Digger, a bizarre comedy movie, but a man with the shovel. It's a whole new world. Okay, that was terrible. This is by Tom Phillips over at IGN. ¿Qué pasó? Mission Impossible star Tom Cruise has shared his first peek at his upcoming offbeat comedy movie, Digger, which looks set to be startling departure from the actor's typical Hollywood blockbuster fare. Digger will be directed by Revenant's Alejandro G. Iñárritu, from a script by the co-writers of Birdman. Oh, damn. Argo's John Goodman, Dope 6 Michael Stuhlbarg, Breaking Bad's Jesse Plemons. He was in Breaking Bad. And House of Dragons' Emma D'Arcy will also star. Rounding out the cast are German actresses Sandra Hüller, Eden's Sophie Wilde, Star Wars Rogue One's Riz Ahmed, Torchwood's Burns Gormads, and The Crown's Pip Twins. Little is known from the film's plot, with today's odd teaser giving next to nothing away. The trailer begins with a spade hitting a carpeted floor, okay? And a man in shorts and cowboy boots flexes and prepares to start digging. The scene then changes to what looks like the end of a dock or pier, as seagulls can be heard. The same man skips along from the top of a set of railings, still carrying a shovel. It seems obvious the figure in the trailer is Cruz, though from what can be seen from him, the actor seems to be wearing heavy makeup or prosthetics, all of which points to a very different looking project for Cruz than the actor's recent string of Mission Impossible sequels. The actor has portrayed quirkier roles before, such as 1999's Sambo drama Magnolia, though not often. Warner Bros.' first poster for the movie, meanwhile, features a tagline describing the project as a comedy of catastrophic proportions. Today's announcement also comes with the confirmation of an October 2nd, 2026 release date. Wow. I don't know if it's gonna work, but we can check it out. There you go. One of the best songs. Ooh. Okay. Got a shovel hitting the floor. You got boots. You got shorts. Gina too. He's dancing. He's flexing. He's doing some Tai Chi with the shovel. The Revenant is gonna be intense because it's the one that what's his face? DiCaprio almost died in that one. He's trying to get a freaking Oscar. Okay. All right. Here we go. Y'all ready? Y'all ready for this shit? Here we go. So when I went to Universal's Halloween Horror Nights, I went to the Moe's Bar Tavern and I got a drink and I was just hanging out, I was talking to people. And I ended up bumping into two workers at Universal's who were like just getting off their shift and just getting a beer. And we started talking, shooting the shit. Pretty cool guys, added on Fortnite and all that shit. And then we just started talking and I was like, and they were anime fans, you know, anime, comics, Fortnite, all that shit. And we were just starting talking and I was like, dude, you know what I've been thinking that, like, you know what I wanted in Hollywood for the longest time? Tom Cruise to produce Akira. And I know a lot of people go out there and be like, oh, live action, you fucking suck, blah blah blah. Hey, go fuck yourself. We're trying to create some emotions here, fool. Akira, produced by Tom Cruise. Not starring Tom Cruise, per se. I wouldn't want Tom Cruise to be Kaneda, but if he wants to be Kaneda, then maybe he can figure that one out. It would still work, technically. You would just have to make him a gruffier, older biker guy that's, like, very immature. And, but the idea that Tom Cruise has always been a low-key closeted anime fan. You think about The Last Samurai, Tom Cruise. You think about Mission Impossible, Lupin the Third. You think about most of his films, right? I can't pull it out of my ass right now. Live, Die, Repeat, which was Die Another Day in America, and All You Need Is Kill. Yeah, All You Need Is Kill is Live, Die, Repeat, which is an anime-based property, or a manga, Japanese-based property. You get it. Tom Cruise likes anime, Japanese culture, and I can see it. But before we get to Akira, I believe he's gonna try to work his way up there. So what's next to Akira? Simone the Digger. Fucking Gurren Lagann. Deadass. I think he's making like a Gurren Lagann spiritual successor thing, basically. So I'm just gonna go on a limb and say that he's probably digging holes for bodies, and that's gonna be interesting. But I'm very curious to see what kind of characters are gonna be in this movie, because I'm essentially expecting the Gurren Lagann cast, but in this random Tom Cruise movie. So that's where we're at. That's where we're at. I don't know if it happened. I don't know if it's gonna happen. But Warner Bros. Is producing this. Akira. Let's go. I'm excited. So hey, something interesting for Tom Cruise. Again, like if it's gonna be interesting, like fun, little quirky, I guess comedic is a word, comedic type of deal, then yeah, let's get some Gurren Lagann vibes in there. And if he can pull it off, right? It's not anime live action adaptation, but it is a Hollywood produced anime slash Japanese culture inspired film, and I think that holds way more value than all the AI shit slop Avengers Doomsday stuff that we're getting now. That's what I'm talking about when I say creativity. You don't have to be completely original, but you gotta have enough passion and love for the product that you're not just fucking regurgitating the same shit that a very good creator did already. So, I'm excited. I really am. And I really hope I'm not that stupid, but yeah, I really hope I'm on some kind of right track, and we could be seeing Tom Cruise slowly transform from an actor to like a producer slash director in terms of like being the guy that makes anime films happen, even if we don't really know it. So I'd back up most people that say that would make a Lupin the Third live action film. So Tom Cruise is pretty okay in my book. I know he has history. I know a lot of people have history, but it's what we do in the moment that defines us. So Godspeed. Stay running. But in case you weren't ready to Naruto Ninja Run, in case you were ready to Naruto Ninja Run, just like our gentleman right there, Tom Cruise loves running, Naruto franchise gets Konoha Land theme park in France in 2026. Santo. This is by Adriana Hazra over at Anime News Network. QB Unchained. Nice. The official website account for the Naruto franchise announced on Saturday that the new theme park named Naruto Konoha Land will open in France and Parks province at the Parks Spirou province theme park in 2026. Studio Perro made a special illustration for the park. Oh, it's your boy! It's your boy! Let's go! That is a cool. He's the best. He's the go. Fuck it. It's everyone else too. Sukana. Website shared images of. Oh my god, it's cute. Website shared images of two rides, QB Unchained and the Rasengan Chakra Rotation. Nice. QB Unchained is over 1 kilometer, about 62 miles long, with a max speed of 75 kilometers, and features a 30-meter drop. Santo. Rasengan Chakra Rotation consists of 4 revolving arms that support gondolas and seat a total of 32 passengers. That's crazy. That's crazy. There's like a little aiming thing. That's crazy. Park will also feature a Konoha Gate, tuning exam grounds, and 10 life-size character statues. An Ichikaraku Ramen and Dango shop, let's go. A Hokage monument, sick. A Hokage office, and a Team Kakashi's nostalgic training area, nice. Masashi Kishimoto launched Ninja manga Naruto in Weekly Shonen Jump in 1999. Damn, son. And in series in November 2014. Manga spawned Naruto and Naruto Shippuden, OVAs, and Boruto sequel manga and anime sequels with series, novels, stage plays, and video games. Santo! Wow. That's pretty exciting. Again, we're getting more and more pop culture these days. But France stepping up to the picture. God damn. I'm impressed. So, this is very exciting. It gives me more of a reason to visit France besides Stage United restaurant at Le Ratatouille. But yeah, that's exciting. It's cute. B, it looks fairly based. It's like, yo, that's the guy. That's the guy. Sure, he's missing 4 arms, but he is the guy. And even the concept art, it looks like they're pulling in characters that are like pretty important to the plot, even if they're not like the main characters. Look at this guy right here. And my most favorite part. Wow, man. wasn't watching it. Wow. Smurfs! Am I getting copyrighted for this? What are we looking at? We're looking at Naruto, man. Not trying to get... This Naruto pop out. There we go. Coming to Park Sporter video. Naruto. Oh, that's a kid. Ah, that's your boy. All right. Cool. Yeah, that's cool, man. He's living alone till he dies. Goddamn French people. You guys okay over there? I know things are hard right now, but we're gonna get through it, okay? Love you. Yeah, that's cool. That's it. That's all you really can put to it. People are excited. People are making Naruto land, and it's gonna be part of a amusement park that is not owned by Disney's freaking Knott's Berry Farm or Six Flags Incorporated or whatever. So, more collabs in more places around the world? Question mark. Collabs in America? Come on, man. Let's make it happen. Looks good though. I like it. So, if anyone could hold the Naruto property, would it be Universal's? Because Universal's has all that Japanese anime stuff. Or would someone crazy just like include it in there? Fascinating stuff. That's a Rasengan right there. But hey, if you're curious, go ahead and check it out. Send us some pictures, postcards or something. And hopefully it's worth every moment. Very cool. But you know what's not going to be worth every moment? Naughty Dog devs are reportedly working mandatory overtime for Intergalactic, the Heretic Prophet. Quote unquote, the game doesn't have a release date yet. This is by Rebecca Valentine over at IGN. Naughty Dog is allegedly requiring most of the developers to work on Intergalactic, the Heretic project, working minimum 8 hours per week. 8 extra hours per week in an effort to meet the deadline for the internal demo that will be reviewed by Sony. This is according to Bloomberg report, which claims that at the beginning of late October, Intergalactic developers have been required to work at least 8 hours a week, though not more than 60 hours per total week, and to log in their time in an internal spreadsheet. Those developers have also been asked to work from the office 5 days per week, which previously the requirement had only been 3 days per week, with up to 2 days work from home. This has caused some of these scramble to find childcare and pet care arrangements that were previously not needed. The mandatory overtime is in service of finishing an internal demo in time for review by Sony, after said demo missed multiple deadlines. Intergalactic, the Heretic project, does not currently have a public release date or window set, but Bloomberg report suggests internally it's being targeted mid-2027. God dang. That's going to come out on PS6, dog. The report concludes that the mandated overtime ended this week, and Naughty Dog will return to just 3 days a week mandated in office throughout Rebecca. Throughout the end of January with more detail. Sorry, they get paid for this. I don't. You know what I mean? With more detailed schedule to come. Naughty Dog has been notorious for crunch over the years on series such as Uncharted and The Last of Us, with the studio evenly opening hiring individuals who would be willing to crunch. In 2021, studio co-presidents Evan Wells and Neil Druckmann addressed the issue with an interview with Game Informer, saying that while they wanted to prevent burnout, they didn't want to impose a one-size-fits-all restriction on employee passion and creativity. The same year, the studio hired a number of producers specifically tasked with alleviating workload. However, many of those producers have reportedly since left the company, and some employees have apparently already worked long hours finishing Intergalactic's first trailer, which debuted at the Game Awards last year. Druckmann has referred to Intergalactic as the most, quote, expansive and expensive game Naughty Dog has ever made. What can I say? What I can't say and not say, I can tell you that we're in the thick of it. We're making it. We're playing it. We're firing on all cylinders. Huh. Okay. Let's look at the pictures. Intergalactic. On paper, should be one of my most anticipated games. Like, hands down, it's it. It's everything that appeals to me except for that, that is like, it's like if someone looked into your soul and was like, yo dog, let's bring this universe out. And that is what that looks like inside of my brain, or inside of my soul. A shitload of robots, autonomous robots, and glowing swords, and red neon. However, even that, I'm a big chess fan. I like it. However, I can't help but feel like we are not who we are. This is cute. I don't necessarily mind it. But combined with everything else, we're starting to get a picture here. Number one being, sorry, but I'm pretty sure a lot of people are not into this person. And that is very disappointing. Because why the fuck would you promote a game where your main character is like talking shit on the people who are supposed to play the game? Why the fuck would you promote a character that isn't like hitting well with audiences? Why the fuck wouldn't you make multiple models to allow a little bit of customization? I'm talking about Stellar Blade. Yes, Stellar Blade. Go watch my gameplay. It's not horny. That is possible in this universe. Don't have to fucking make a statement for that. And I'm just very worried. Very disappointed. Because it's like these fools came out of the ground going like, oh, we made The Last of Us 3 times. We're making so much money. Let's make a new movie. And instead of like trying to make something that actually like inspires, or again, like, I see the vision. I see how good it looks. But then I see how fucking littered by not propaganda, but marketing, capitalism, fucking sponsorships, product placements, and I have to wonder, who the fuck is paying for this? Because clearly, we're getting influenced. And again, it doesn't have to be like, it's not all doom and gloom. It's not terrible. You know, I fucking buy Fortnite shoes once in a while. Once the Converse drop, I'll scoop those shits up. But it really feels like Neil Druckmann and the Naughty Dog team were like, listen Adidas, listen Porsche, we'll make this, and then we'll make a movie, and then we'll make a TV show, and then you can sponsor you the whole way. And and I don't even know if we have something worth believing in. It looks great from an artistic design, a world building design, a glimpse into what this universe could be. But it's being bogged down by all these fucking corporations and sponsorships that, like, I can only assume are really hindering its development. Whether that's someone in some fucking seat going like, man, I don't like this. Why don't you change this? Or we need to be more inclusive. But let's make them, any fucking bullshit like that. For what? For what? For whom? Because if this shit drops, I know it's going to be good. I know it's going to be solid. I know the gameplay is going to be tight. But if this shit drops and people can't get behind it for any reason, whether that be a shitty lead actress, whether that be a fucking product placement up the ass, whether that be X amount of things, then what the fuck was all this fucking bullshit for? Who was it for? And why the fuck can't we get ourselves on track to actually do the work we need to do? I get it. Game development is a shitstorm. I've operated 3-hour periods where nobody gets to fucking sit down in that restaurant because we are busting ass and we are not done until that fucking dinner rush is over. I understand being rushed. I understand time management. What I don't fucking understand, where are the leadership? Where is the leadership? Where is someone to be like, hey man, we're working on this. It's been 2 years, but we're working on this. Or are you really ashamed of your own product? Because it's not even yours anymore. Time will tell. Seriously, put on a fucking wig. I'm sorry. Just put on a fucking wig. I'll be bald when I grow up. Don't fucking ruin my immersion. But if you wanted more immersion, here we go. The new voice of Lara Croft is dreading a repeat of Perfect Dark. It's by Ethan Gotch over at Kotaku. Ethan! It's been a cool minute, buddy. Morning checkpoint. The star of Tomb Raider games doesn't want any repeat of Perfect Dark. Big DLC is on the way for some hit games. Wait, what? The gamer. Guy at the way. Sam Woods over at the gamer. Over the last few years, there's been a worrying trend in development, video games being cancelled. In recent months, legendary Yoko Taro revealed he'd had multiple weird projects cancelled. Reports suggested that that's the guy that made Nier Automata, by the way. It suggested that Ubisoft canceled a new Splinter Cell game in favor of X Defiant, and both Halo and Lord of the Rings MMOs were shelved by Microsoft and Amazon, respectively. As a consumer, it's never nice to see, but for those working to cancel games, it often leads to devastation. One of the year's biggest, most shocking cancellations came from Microsoft and the Initiative, who in June confirmed that the long-in-the-works Perfect Dark reboot wouldn't see the light of day. 6 months after its cancellation, we spoke to Joanna Dark actress Elix Wilton Reagan, also Lara Croft in the upcoming Tomb Raider revival, who shed light on just how horrific the ordeal was. Quote, Reboot delivered several milestones that the client was happy with before it was cancelled. Quote, I was shocked, surprised, and devastated, as everyone else, when the funding was pulled and the studio was closed, Wilton tells me. Quote, I didn't see it coming. I was absolutely blindsided when the project was defunded. The actress known for roles in Mass Effect, Dragon Age, and Cyberpunk 2077. Oh, she is V. Nice. 77 says she found out the news at the same time as everybody else. Of the development process, Wilton Reagan tells me, quote, we were basically recording bits and bobs throughout 23. We were also doing lots of performance capture for it in 24, and we were even recording more stuff for it in 25. To my knowledge, we were pretty far along. I've done entire chapters of this universe. She adds that the game had developed several milestones that the client was really happy with. But in practical terms, she didn't know exactly how far along development was. Alright, while losing the role as Dark was painful, the bigger picture was far grimmer. Quote, it was devastating. So many people lost their jobs, the entire workforce was disbanded. There was an ecosystem of creativity and collaboration that was in place, and we lost it overnight. It was really difficult for everybody. End quote. After a few months, Perfect Dark's cancellation news broke that there had been attempts to keep the project alive, with Take-Two making an offer to continue funding the title. This ultimately fell through. Quote, that was the day I was really sad because it was the day I lost hope. Initially, when it made it to the press that Perfect Dark was being defunded, a lot of people reached out for comments about it, both in media as well as personally, friends, professionally, and colleagues. Whew. Quote, I couldn't say too much about it because I knew the initiative was in talks to keep Perfect Dark up and running, in some shape or form. Possibly a slimmed down version, possibly something different. But certainly everyone was working really hard behind the scenes to bring Perfect Dark back. And then, one day, I heard from the creative director that the deal hadn't gone through, and that really everything had fallen apart, and production was fully stopping. End quote. In a career spanning 16 years in video games, it was the first time for Wilton Reagan, as it's left potential long-term scars. Quote, I've never experienced in my career before what I experienced with Perfect Dark, and I guess now that I know that it can happen, you become really frightened that the same thing could happen again, end quote. There was, however, one thing keeping her going, Lara Croft. There was saving grace for me when Perfect Dark fell apart, and I was already... Part was that I'd already been shouting for Lara for about a year as well, shooting. She says, quote, I was playing Gianna over there, and I was playing Lara over here, which was wonderful, and generally one of the most creatively exciting times of my life. And I just felt so relieved that I still had Lara, but I also felt really frightened about losing Lara, and I'm still frightened of losing Lara. Alright, end quote. Full chat with recommendations. So the 10-year-old iconic Lara Croft should keep your eyes peeled. Got you. That's actually a really nice interview. I didn't know Gamer had in them like that. But yeah, it's very concerning because we started off. Okay, I'm gonna try to pace myself so I don't go too crazy. But we started off with Microsoft fucking bombing with this launch of Xbox Series One, Xbox One, Xbox Series One, Series X, and Xbox whatever bullshit elite shit that they have now. And we saw them drop that shit. Nobody bought it. So what was their next move? They fucking said, oh, we got Bill Gates' daddy money. We're gonna buy Microsoft and Rare. Yeah, Activision and Rare. And they did that. They dropped money to basically gatekeep a studio that they would produce for their shitty ass console that nobody bought. Starting to see a pattern here, right? Because within the last 3 years, it's just been cancellation of cancellation of cancellation. And the games that we do get are fucking like basic. Some of them are interesting, but even the mechanics don't keep up with it. And Indiana Jones is a thing, but come on. So, what bothers me the most is not that things are closing, is that stupid ass fucking leadership is out there thinking they can play with people's lives, companies, and creative outlets. Again, the worst part of everything, all this bullshit, is that in the past probably 5 to 7 years, I believe we lost the most amount of game developers in that time frame than ever before. I believe they've been dropping like flies, and that's fucking bullshit. Because there are people who are learning, there are people who have been in the industry for years. There's people who fucking direct shit like badasses. And then they look at the market, they look at the job market, they look at their surroundings, they look at what's going around, and they go, fuck this. We're just here to like get canceled, you know? And it's less of that they don't have what it takes, and more of they don't have actual ambition. They don't have actual creativity. They don't have like a desire to provide. They just want to make more revenue so they can give back to their shitty investors and try to do some other bullshit. What is that bullshit? AI. So you're telling me that we've spent these past 7 years deleting people from the gaming industry, cheaping out on fucking products so we can rake in maximum profits, just so we can fucking build bullshit AI in this bubble that's gonna pop in a couple of years? That's where we're at. So, yeah, I'm a little disappointed. I'm pretty furious with Microsoft in general. And don't even get me started about Bill Gates and his best friend Epstein. His fuck buddy Epstein. So, really, we are in the darkest times of our video game industry. We are in the dark ages with this AI slop, this lack of creativity, this lack of ingenuity, this failure of culture. It's not culture. It's fucking AI slop. It's a fucking live service cash grab. And it's just dumbass CEOs trying to rake in more money because they got lucky because fucking daddy Bill Gates had money to spend. So, it is a bummer, right? I have no attachment to the Perfect Dark series. I probably don't care about much of what Microsoft is working on, but it bothers me. It really bothers me that we're in this timeline. We're X-Defiant, a waste of fucking time, because we have fucking shooters up the ass. You know what we don't have? A sick-ass spy game that will fucking define the Xbox era. You fucking dumbass fucking lumps. Oh my god, I'm done. Xbox canceled Perfect Dark game, had an entire chapter, motion capture, blah, 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 blah. We talked about it. There's that. Hey, the same pictures. So that's where we're at, man. That's honestly where we're at. And I will never forgive Microsoft for legit gatekeeping Activision and doing nothing of value with that fucking developer. That's like saying you won the lottery and you used the money to wipe your ass. Good for you, bitch. Now you have shit on your dollar signs. But hey, let's talk about something exciting for once. Chainsaw Man's manga Assassination Arc gets an anime adaptation. Let's go! Jump Fiesta 26 event on Sunday announced that Shikaku arc, Assassin's Arc, Tatsu Fujimoto's Chainsaw Arc is getting an animation, unveiled teaser, trailer, and promotional video. See, now I understand what's going on here. Right? I won't spoil anything, because again, I haven't read Chainsaw Man. I don't read the manga. I'm anime only. But I have friends who are very into Fujimoto Sensei works. And it looks interesting. Sick. Sick. Alright, no, but seriously. From what I understand, okay, I'm learning with y'all, but Fujimoto Sensei is very, very good when it comes to movies. Like, he loves movies. He's a cinephile. He's one of my people. So I view his works with a more open interpretation. Like, if I normally analyze films just for the shits and giggles, just something that I can't really like control, it just happens. When it comes to Fujimoto's works, I deep dive, because that shit, it's great. It's great. It's cinema. So by the time we get here, which is a clear reference to certain things that happen in the movie, which is a reference to certain lines into the movie, I completely understand what's going on. Nobody has to tell me anything. Nobody has to spoil anything, because my brain respects Fujimoto Sensei, and I'm giving him the credit to be like, yeah, I understand what's going on. I see your vision. It is interesting, it is intense, and I am here for the ride, my friend. That is believing in your creativity. And you inspired me to believe in you as well. So, respect. Come on. Is by Joanna Kanyan over at Anime News Network. Chainsaw Man Television, Mr. Premier TV Tokyo. It's just all thingy. It's all thingy. It's all information. It's fine. Movie Res Arc anime film also based on the Res Arc James opening Jam and very nice. Good job. So yeah, I'm looking forward to that. I didn't even get to see what happens. I like how they add the cyberpunk noise at the end of this. Like this feels very cyberpunk. All the distortion. Very like Netrunner based. Did it not give us a date? It's coming. It's coming. Alright, well, we'll look forward to it, my dudes. I don't know when it's coming, but it's coming. And we'll see it there. But they're not the only ones getting fancy out here. Riot Games is reportedly going to give League of Legends a total overhaul. This is by Rebecca Valentine. Again? Busy. Girl, don't let me catch another typo. Riot Games is reportedly working on a total makeover of League of Legends, according to Bloomberg. The upcoming overhaul is allegedly called LeagueNet and will be an update of existing League of Legends rather than a standalone game. Though it sounds like it's effectively a remake, Bloomberg suggests that the update will be fully revamp the game's visual aesthetic, including characters. Okay, we need to talk. We need to talk. Seriously. UI and arenas. There will also be adjustments behind the scenes to help make future updates smoother. It's unclear at this time if he changes will impact the game mechanics, unless she does that on purpose to cover up her AI tracks. No, I'm kidding. You never know. The report suggests that the League's next plan is released in 2027 and will be the biggest update to League of Legends and the game's nearly 2-decade-long history. Bloomberg also claims the Riot has announced an internal reorganization, but did not provide any further details on how this will impact the studio at the time. League of Legends first released in 2009 is a rare feat for a game to soul to remain widely popular ever since the multiplayer Battle Arena, a MOBA, originally inspired by Warcraft 3, custom map defense and nations, and played a massive role in pioneering the popularization of the MOBA genre. It has gone to inspire a number of spin-offs, including digital card games, Legends of Retuna, mobile version of the game called Wild Rift, and popular TV series Arcane. She looks so young. What the hell? Bloomberg reports that League of Legends still has over 100 million players each month. The game also continues to be one of the biggest esports, with its finals World Champions hosted in 2025. China reacted to 6.7 viewers internationally, virtually. League of Legends remained so big that we actually reviewed it years ago after initial 2009 review in 2014. At the time, we said it was an amazing and intense MOBA with great depth, tons of character, and a huge community. Very nice. Well, that's exciting for me because it's not one guy. I've never played League. I just recently got a PC. And now I have League downloaded on that PC, but I have never played League. So this is exciting news for me as someone who is curious about it, knows that everyone's fucking asshole on that community, but still is willing to try. So if it's a revamp, if it looks nice, if there's gonna have like, I don't know, some kind of way to inspire new players to jump on board by like giving them a lot of, you know, old ass material to make their game basically on par with anybody or catch up to whatever has been missed, then I would love to jump in. If I'm gonna have to play catch up to like get to a certain level to actually be competent, then that's when it gets trickier, because time is very rare these days, and I like my time. So I'm hoping something happens and they make this like a big old thing and it inspires people to download more League, which means that I can go play League and I can hopefully get yelled at. And then I talk back to them. But hey, you never know. And then maybe we become friends. You never know. But in case you needed some more ballistics power, Palmer Lucky's Retro Game Company is selling a Game Boy made of the same metal as attack drones. What? The Enduro chromatic device is made for performance and reliability. In case you're playing Tetris in a war zone, I guess. It's by Kenneth Shepard. Mod Retro, a company that makes retro handhelds and consoles that play older games, and that's run by Oculus founder Palmer Luckily, has announced a new chromatic device that's making its collaboration with Lucky's other professional endeavor, defense tech company Anduril Industries. The limited edition handheld's big selling point is that it's made from the same metal Anduril uses creates its attack drones. Gross. That's kind of what my thought was. I didn't want to say much yet. The $350 Alderic Chromatic plus Porta Pro bundle includes the handheld headphones, a charm of Anduril's logo. Justin says the device is made from the same magnesium aluminum alloy as Anduril's attack drones, and that if you're looking for a retro gaming system that offers performance and reliability under all conditions, there's no other options. What kind of comment zone does Mod Retro think people are playing Tetris in that they need something military grade to play their games on? Quote, question mark. While we can speculate about what kind of environment someone might play a retro handheld gaming system in, this is ultimately the latest effort from a glorified arms dealer responsible for making the weapons used in acts of war to cozy up to the retro gaming community. The video gaming industry and the military-industrial complex have long been deeply connected in ways too numerous to count, joining forces to use games and live streaming platforms to try to increase military recruitment among Gen Z. There's something particularly gross and fetishistic about selling people a Game Boy knockoff that is made to be as durable as an attack drone. As you might expect, retro gamers and historians are not having it. Damn! I say this with zero irony. If you're even tangibly a part of this retro video community, it is your civic duty to push back against the company and shun anyone who doesn't. This is fascism tapping gently at the door, and as soon as you let it in, it's going to invite its friends. Sheesh. Honestly, I cannot thank them enough for doing this. It shows exactly what Mod Retro is and what they're funded by. You have to be ignorant and the entire history of drone warfare to think this is remotely tasteful. Wow, there's really no fucking excuse for Mod Retro apologists or fence sitters now. Plausibility denied. Please use capitalization, son. By respect. You losers. Alright, let's walk back. Exactly the age that I thought he was. You losers. Let me reiterate. Let me reiterate. If you put a game out on Chromatic, buy one, or even list it as an option for playing Game Boy games, you're instantly moved to my shit list end of. Who the fuck is this guy? Also, I love that it's on BlueSky Social. Thank you. Kotaku. Congratulations. Congratulations. Shinji. Congratulations. Fuck Twitter. That's all I'll say about that. If a Game Boy made with attack drone metal doesn't make you think maybe this isn't good, Mod Retro is founded by Palmer Luckily, the founder of weapons manufacturer Anduril, a Trump fundraiser and a general shithead who went off the rails after Oculus made him a billionaire. Wow. Big fucking surprise. Oh, hey now. Lucky announced the Mod Retro Chromatic back in 2004, calling it the world's best tribute to the Game Boy. But even the entrepreneur's retro hardware venture didn't pass the smell test. The Oculus co-founder was ousted from the VR company sometime after it was revealed that he had helped fund pro-Donald Trump trolls, which led to some developers pulling Oculus support. In the years since, Luckily founded Anduril, and then one thing led to another. And now here we are looking at a not Game Boy made of drone metal. So, yeah. Initially, I looked at this, I read the title, and I flinched. Like, I had a wince. And I didn't know if that was, like, the right reaction for a split second, you know? A part of me kind of felt like, nah, maybe it's just me. Maybe I'm overreacting. Maybe I really am that potato sometimes. It happens. I'd accept that if it were the case. But no. It all makes sense. At the end of the day, if you are giving money to people who are taking that money and or investing it into murders, killings, destruction, chaos, havoc, warfare, you are responsible for that. Simplest way to put it. We are responsible for making Amazon what it is. We are responsible for making Netflix what it is. We are responsible for making In-N-Out not taste as good as they used to these days. What we're not responsible for, I don't know where I was going with that one. What we're not responsible for is how these people go about spending their money. Because at the end of the day, you know that these people will find ways to invest in things that make more money. And that goes above humanity, that goes above peace, that goes above love, that goes above common sensibility. Chasing the numbers, going for that high that will be gone the next 30 minutes. By the time you walk out the door, you already get over it. That's just the way it is. But I thank God, and I am proud of Kotaku. And maybe it's just that Kotaku is in the same, like salty hole that I am. But thank fucking God, I'm not the only one that felt this. Thank fucking Frank, man. I love you, Frank. That I'm not the only one that felt this way. Because I needed that. I needed the humanity to step up from this. 2% of me goes like, oh, drone metal. That's kind of cool. It's metal. But then you think about it, those are fucking drone metals. And every dollar you give to these fuckers are going to be used to finance more warfare tools, more weapons, more reasons for them to create more wars. So it is the responsibility of the individual to know exactly where your fucking dollar signs are going when you spend them. Whether that be Sony, whether that be Microsoft, whether that be Epstein's Island, through Bill Gates and all those billionaires. Vote with your wallet. Know better. Speak your mind. And know that the moment we say enough is enough is the moment these companies start collapsing. Look at Microsoft. They're not going to be here much longer, I think. And if they are, it's because they're going to break apart. I'm thinking too big at this point. We are at a point where either we stand up to these corporations and tell them, go fuck yourself with your bitch ass AI. Go fuck yourself with your Saudi Arabian investments. Go fuck off with those investors and your support of people who support these actions. And you say no. Look at Microsoft. They are freaking the fuck out because Black Ops 7 is shit. They are losing money. And honestly, if they close down, as hard as it would be for the team, I think it's what needs to happen for the community, for the gaming industry. I said that a bubble would pop and then people would react. It's coming. And I'm not going to be the only one. I'm ready. So, fuck Oculus. Fuck attack drones. If you're ever in the car, or if you're ever in the city, and if you ever need to leave the city and you know there's going to be attack drones coming at you, wrap your windows in chicken wire. There you go. You can keep that one. Warner Brothers officially rejects Paramount's takeover bid, urges shareholders to approve Netflix deal. Because how we spend our money is how we fund our future. And if we're giving our money to Saudi Arabian investors through Paramount, through Donald Trump, yeah, we lost. So, it is by Yesley Winpool. Warner Brothers Discovery has told its shareholders they should reject Paramount Skydance's $108 billion takeover bid for the company, urging them to approve the Netflix deal instead. A post on Warner Brothers' financial website confirmed that its board of directors has decided Paramount's bid is in not the best interest of WBD and its shareholders. It does not meet the criteria for superior proposal under terms of WBD's merger agreement with Netflix announced on December 5th, 2025. Explaining why, Warner Brothers hit out at Paramount, accusing it of consistently misleading its shareholders by saying its bid had a full backstop from the Ellison family. It does not and never has, Warner Brothers said. Damn. Pieske's most recent proposal includes a $40.65 billion equity. Paramount Sky Entertainment. Most recent proposal includes a $40.65 billion equity commitment for which there is no Ellison family commitment of any kind. Warner Brothers continued. Instead, they propose that you rely on an unknown and opaque revocable trust for this certainty of this crucial deal funding. Despite having been told repeatedly by WBD how important a full and unconditional financing commitment from the Ellison family was, and despite their own ample resources as well as multiple assurances by Paramount during a strategic review process that such a commitment was forthcoming, the Ellison family has chosen not to backstop the PSKY offer. Quote, and a irrevocable trust is no replacement for a second commitment by controlling stockholder. The assets and liabilities of the trust are not publicly disclosed and subject to change. As the name indicates, revocable trusts typically have provisions allowing for the asset to be moved at any time. And documents provided by PSKY for its conditional commitment contains gaps, loopholes, and limitations that put you, our shareholders, and our company at risk. Earlier this week, private equity firm owned by Donald Trump's son-in-law, Jared Kushner, pulled its backing for Paramount's hostile takeover bid, leaving it with the backing of wealth funds run by three governments of the Persian Gulf, widely reported as Saudi Arabia, Dubai, and Qatar. First they took Nintendo, now they want Netflix. Nintendo and I think it was Atari, not Atari. Nintendo and some really old company. Maybe it was Atari. Neo Geo. It was Neo Geo. Netflix, as you expect, welcome our decision. The Warner Bros. Discovery Board reinforced that Netflix merger agreement is superior and that our acquisition is in the best interest of stockholders, said Ted Saros, Netflix co-CEO. Quote, this was a competitive process that delivered the best outcome for consumers, creators, stockholders, and broader entertainment industry. Netflix and Warner Bros. Complement each other, and we're excited to combine our strengths with the theatrical film's vision, world-class television studio, and the iconic HBO brand, which will continue to focus on prestige television. We're also fully committed to releasing Warner Bros. Films in theaters, the traditional window, so audiences everywhere can enjoy them on the big screen. Paramount launched its hostile takeover to bid after Netflix shareholders served an opportunity. Consider a sponsor all cash over for the economy. Paramount Plus Table said in a statement, including on Senate's hostile bid, our public offering, which in same terms provide to Warner Bros. Discovery Board and the directors and private price superior value of more than we could prevent the competition. Believe WD Board of Directors pursuing an inferior proposal which exposes shareholders to mix cash and stock and certain future trading value of global networks, linear cable business, and challenging regulatory approval process. We're taking offer directly to shareholders to give them the opportunity to act in their own best interests and maximize the value of their shares. Money. Fucking dumbasses. Obsessed with money. The hostile takeover has not failed, however, leaving Netflix with the path towards completing the buyout. However, Netflix's proposal has sparked a tough response from members of Congress, expected to face significant scrutiny under antitrust laws. Meanwhile, at least one of HBO's Max subscribers has already sued Netflix. Nice. Claiming the deal threatens to reduce competition in U.S. subscription video on-demand market. Warner Brothers' own streaming platform HBO Max includes everything from Game of Thrones, Harry Potter, blah blah blah. Announcements sent subscribers an email of reassurance concerning over potential price rises. The email reviewed by Jen promises subscribers that nothing was changing today. Confirmed that HBO Max and Netflix will continue to operate separately until the deal closes. It did not rule out the future of price rises, but they promised that current membership plans would remain in place at least until the deal goes through. As for when that will be, Netflix said it expects to close the transaction in 12 to 8 months, so early December 2026, but it could be late as summer 2027. Wow. An investment call intended by IGN, the chief said, struck confident. We're highly confident in the regular process as it deals pro consumer, pro innovation, pro worker, pro creator, pro growth. As part of the same call, Surround said Netflix will continue to release Warner Bros. Movies and theaters for now, though expect the track to release will shorten to over time to become more user friendly. One reporter has claimed that Netflix is perfectly clean to obtain Warner Bros.' vast content library as the streamer ramps up its potential to offer AI generation tools and content in the future. Goddamn. Yeah. So, that's a lot. TLDR, Netflix is about to be bought out, or is about to buy Warner Brothers. And obviously, a lot of people are not confident with that. When it comes to price rises, when it comes to spending, the idea that they do this, they spend the money and then they push the cost to the consumers, which means that they bump up our prices and now we have to pay more for something that we didn't even agree to or whatever. But to say that it's the less evil of both options is alarming. Now, I don't know how Paramount ended up like becoming like this kind of entity that now believes it's allowed to own everything. Does that make sense? We had them, I think they either banned Jimmy Kimmel or they banned Stephen Colbert. One or the other. Either way, I think it's Stephen Colbert actually. Skydance Paramount got mad because they were saying things about Trump, which was not terrible. It's just actual facts. But they knocked them off the air for saying shit. Because Donald Trump got his booty tickled and he told Jared Kushner to talk to Paramount, which forcibly made them essentially suspend Jimmy Kimmel and or Stephen Colbert off the air. Freedom of speech, motherfuckers. So, to see that because Paramount is playing fuck buddy with Jared Kushner, that they now believe they're able to just walk up to any deal, any table, and be like, nah, here, we're taking this. Daddy Trump stuff, we can have it. Is disturbing. Not to fucking mention the simple fucking fact that if you don't know what your money is supporting, then you best fucking find out. So, Tom Cruise, Paramount. I'd like Akira, but I don't want Akira if that means we're fucking funneling our money into Saudi Arabia's wars. Meaning that America is a fucking shit stain as it is. And Donald Trump is focused on making Dubai better. And you're fucking telling me that is the president of the United States. Yes, we are fucked. Something has to pop. Because I'm really not getting over this. As well as FIFA being confirmed by Netflix. Developed by the studio that's yet to ship anything. This is by Vicky Blake over at IGN. FIFA has announced its next soccer game will be published in partnership with Netflix and developed by new studio Defi Interactive. That sounds fucking Saudi Arabian. Following the end of its partnership with EA in 2022, FIFA announced that it was working with Portfolio Web3 Games ahead of the FIFA World Qatar 2022. Saudi Arabia. Or, sorry, what did we say? Persian Gulf. Seemingly established in 2023, hasn't shipped a game, but describes itself as architects behind 007 First Light and upcoming uncompromising about quality. Fuckers. Well, we haven't seen any screenshots yet, let alone gameplay. A press release claims that the game will be, quote, fast to learn, thrilling to master, and built for anyone to jump in. Playable, either solo or online with a controller, as all you need is Netflix and your phone. What if you're watching on your TV? Football is the biggest thing in the world. As lifelong FIFA fans, we're honored to help usher in the bold next generation and reimagine the future of the franchise. Our mission is simple: make FIFA the game the most fun, approachable, and global football game ever created. This is Casper Dungard, founder and CEO of Defi Interactive. Kenny called it one of those pinch me moments and held the project as a historic exclusive partnership to launch the next generation of the football simulation titles. FIFA, isn't it soccer? Isn't it soccer? This isn't fucking British. No, I'm just kidding. FIFA is very excited to team up with Netflix games. It's because I played football as a center. I tackled the fuck out of people. If you say football, I will fucking tackle you down. That's what that means. Say soccer, motherfucker. Very excited to team up with Netflix games and definitely Interactive ahead of the World Cup 2026. FIFA President Gianni Infantino said this major collaboration is a key milestone in FIFA's commitment to innovation into the football game space, which aspires to reach billions of football fans or ages everywhere in the world and will be redefining the pure notion of simulation games. Our defining game truly marks the beginning of a new era of digital football. Be available for free from Netflix members and it's a great step for FIFA. Yeah, that too. Partnering with Netflix, enabling soccer fans to get involved with just a touch of a button, does sound like the sports sim will be more accessible to the casual audience. However, Netflix stresses the game will only be available on select TVs and countries, as Netflix subscribers can presently only play games in US, Canada, US Kingdom, Spain, Mexico, France, Italy, Poland, New Zealand, all these people, and New Zealand. That leaves a lot of soccer-living countries without access. And while Netflix CEO claims the game will be playable for free, it's not entirely clear if this access will be paywall behind certain subscription tiers. FIFA 23 is the most successful game in the franchise, despite the fact that EA delisted from online storefronts when it was just a year old. What? Oh, that happened. So again, if that sounds like it's coming straight out of the Persian Gulf, that's because it is. Yes. Saudi Arabia owns FIFA, in case you didn't know. So Netflix giving money to FIFA is the same fucking shit as fucking Skydance giving money to fucking Saudi Arabia. Again, we are fucked. But this is not done by pure chance. There are no coincidences. Really, America is losing what we used to be. Our identity, our pride, our what's the word? What was it? What makes us exceptional. We lost that. We really did. And AI and this fucking slop fest is not helping. What bothers me the most is that we're slowly funneling more and more of America's resources into Saudi Arabia. And who is the architect of all that bullshit? Well, you already know. So, when dumbasses say America first, dumbasses with red hats that says MAGA on top of it, say America first, I really want to fucking beat the shit out of them. Sorry. Just a fucking fist to the face would be enough for me. Because it's been years of this. Nobody in the government is being clear about it. And clearly certain people are making money off of selling out our creativity. Whether that be AI, whether that be video games, whether that be pop culture. Deep breath. So after the Second World War, after we had dismantled Japan, America did. Japan had a choice to make. Continue being the war-hungry country that it was in that Second World War and leading up to it. Or take a knee, submit to the Americans, to the new world order, and find a new sense of identity, a new culture. And then anime was born. Anime, manga, technology, video games, consoles, arcades, Akihabara. And they slowly stopped becoming this war-hungry country, this history of bloodshed with samurais and katanas and feudal era Japan. And they started becoming the cute Japan, the anime Japan, the everyone's so nice in that country, you wouldn't hurt a fly. And that became their new identity. We dociled the Japanese. Nobody is dociling the Persian Gulf. But they are starting to change their culture, or at least our perception of their culture. They're no longer the war-driven country that it has oil in its land because of years of violence and deaths. Oil becomes oil in the earth because that is essentially decomposed body parts. And only in a country where there is history of bloodshed in that soil will you find rich oil, fossil fuel. So, to go from that and to slowly try to shove your way into pop culture by being the soccer FIFA team, by being the freaking Hollywood Warner Brothers team / Tom Cruise / fucking Paramount / Donald Trump, to buying out one of the biggest developers in the game industry. And now they just get to shake off and pretend that this is who they are. Because they're not. Why would they do that? Is it for the name? Is it for the image? Or maybe, just maybe, they found a way to siphon money from America. And who is supporting that? Then none other than the fat-ass orange piece of shit in the Oval Office. So yeah, in case we didn't really follow that one through, that's what's going on. And it's why I don't feel comfortable playing video games as much anymore. It's why I don't necessarily feel like going out and buying titles, because all that fucking money is gonna go into some dumbass fucking pocket, and all the investments are just gonna fucking scrape up what's left over. And if that is the choices that we have, then I am very sorry, but I'm waiting for the end. We'll see. Because gamers reportedly leave hotel rooms in a horrible mess after a 2-year stay. After gamer in China left the hotel room in such a horrible state, it took staff 3 days to clean. I was going to put this earlier with the guy that was talking about the esports, but esports is by Zach Swain over at Kotaku. Oh my god. Esports. What the fuck? He didn't even flush it, did he? Son of a bitch. And at a hotel in China that reportedly specializes in catering to gamers and esports competitors, staff claims to have a disgusting mess left behind by a man who stayed for 2 years. What the fuck? It's reported by The Sun and spotted by Dextero. The man believed to be an avid gamer checked out of his hotel room after 2 years. During that time, it seems no cleaning stuff have ever been allowed in because when employees entered the room, they discovered mounds of trash and a disgusting toilet surrounded by used toilet paper. Sun reports that the staff called the man a guest from hell. God damn. Shows hotel. Blah, 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 blah. Staff say a thick layer of brown crime had built up on the floor in the hotel room floor, and this guy's the gamer's furniture was buried in trash in some areas nearly 3 feet deep. During his 2-year stint at the hotel, employees claim he rarely left the room, with staff telling the outlet that many didn't know what he looked like because he spent so much time in a disgusting little gamer hole. The Sun's report sharing details and photos of the hard look at the hotel room doesn't provide too much specific details about the location, the guest, or precisely when this happened. But I'll never forget where I was when I first laid eyes on that toilet. It reportedly took 3 days to clean up the hotel room after the man left, and it will take more renovation and repairs to make the place rentable once more. The guest apparently still owes 10 days worth of fees, amounting to around $400. So the next time you look at your gamer room and feel gross about an empty can or leftover wrapper, you can at least remind yourself that you weren't as bad as the person behind this awful gamer-related hotel disaster. But still, pick that crap up. I just want to talk about this for 2 seconds. Obviously, it's not everybody. Obviously, oh my god, I can't even fucking. Obviously not everybody can fucking live in this fucking shit. You live like this, motherfucker. But it's there. Never forget that if we do not hold ourselves to a certain standard, the possibility for shit is always there. Always. And you can't control anybody's actions, right? You can only control your own. That is the golden rule to life. But there has to be something that can be done about this shit. Literally. And all that just to say, it doesn't matter if you're a fucking CEO. It doesn't matter if you're one of the biggest fucking esports gamers. It doesn't matter if you're a fucking golden spoon-fed baby and you have Daddy Bill Gates money up your ass. The possibility is always there. So be better. Be fucking better. If not for us, if not for the sake of your future, if not for the sake of humanity, if not for the sake of your fucking children, an example that you're setting for them, do it for yourself. Come on. Self-respect, dude. So, just wanted to put that out there. It can happen. I honestly thought it was like a famous esports gamer that left shit like this, and you know it's gonna be like everybody's shit stinks. Don't fucking think that your shit don't stink. But man, dude, people will do that. People will fucking be like that. But then we got other people, like Jimmy Kimmel. It's by Lex Brusco over at IGN. Jimmy Kimmel gets emotional talking about his strange and hard year in the last opening monologue of 2026. Last night, Maestro. Cute. That's cute. Jimmy Kimmel got emotional, reflected on a difficult year, and his show endured the final Jimmy Kimmel Live show of 2025, shedding some tears as he gave his opening monologue. Thank you for joining us here at our home in beautiful Hollywood, California. For what is our final show of the year, the host began on Thursday, December 18th. This has been a strange year. It's been a hard year. Got a little choked up, but it continued. We had some lows, we had some highs. For me, maybe more than any year in my life. But on behalf of all of us, crying already, I'm sorry. After collecting himself, Kimmel added, on behalf of all of us at the show, I just want to say that we appreciate your support, your enthusiasm. We're not just watching for this year. You literally pulled us out of a hole. And we cannot thank you enough, personally. Kimmel has had a roller coaster 2025. ABC temporarily took Kimmel's program off the air for a week back in September following his comments about the killing of right-wing political personality Charlie Kirk, and network decision made way for a national debate on freedom of speech, which prompted Disney, which owns ABC, to reverse the decision. He actually said that it was inappropriate for the president to start shilling his products after supposedly feeling depressed about how his friend Charlie Kirk died. That is what he said. Not that he didn't say anything negative about Charlie Kirk. He said, why is Donald Trump trying to sell more shit after someone he quote unquote cared about just got assassinated? Since then, and even prior, in the wake of shocking cancellation with The Late Show with Stephen Colbert earlier this year, President Donald Trump has reportedly made insulting comments about Kimmel and his show, as well as called for Live to be canceled. During his final opening of the year, the host noted that there are a lot of harder jobs than this, but that this is not an easy job to do, and sometimes it feels like we're spinning our wheels. He added, "You see so many awful and destructive acts with all the damage we inflict on ourselves, on purpose, and it can make you feel crazy trying to wrap your head around these things that are so clearly wrong." Kimmel's show returned to January kickoff 2026. Perhaps Kate Beckinsale returned to give us an update on her daughter's boyfriend's eggs. What? What? I'm moving on from that one. But it's true. It's it can't be easy to put yourself in that mind space, in that circle, and to have to keep pretending that everything is fine. And this comes from him just losing a friend like last week. He is going through grief. And he's still up there being cool, and obviously as a team, and it hits because it's our home. It's our home. We were here generations before. And it could be so much more. And it's been beautiful. California is beautiful. Even its fucking shitty Los Angeles streets are beautiful. But we forgot how to find that beauty in our city. I drive through that bridge and I see the downtown skyline, and I feel a peace knowing that the city still lives. But I feel a deep pain that we've done nothing. We've done nothing for our city, for our people, for the shit on the streets. We don't do enough. And then we have stupid ass people spending money on recruiting National Guards. We have fucking money being thrown up the ass for stupid ass reasons. And we have an orange fucking orangutan in the Oval Office making money off of people's pain. So I respect these men. I don't think it's too off the cart to say that I see them as mentors. As stupid as that sounds. As much as that makes me think of the Joker from the Joker movie. These gentlemen, while they are representing a quote-unquote product, a quote-unquote show, a quote-unquote agenda, they've been there, right? And it's nothing new to listen to the gesture and hear truth, but I don't know where we would be without them. And sincerely, I cannot fathom a universe where an orange orangutan is able to strike off our second right. Freedom of speech, not because you're allowed to say bullshit, but because you should be allowed to express that bullshit and face the consequences, sure, whatever those may be. But the fact that you're able to express yourself, that's what we're fighting for. So it has been rough. And again, I feel for the guy, man. He lost a friend. He lost a great friend. And he's still at it. So, to Jim Kimmel, Stephen Colbert, freaking Seth Meyers, Jimmy Fallon, what's this god? Everybody over at the Daily Show, freaking the homeboy too. I forget his name already. He got off the Daily Show with Trevor Noah, all those greats that have been part of my history, have been part of our history, have been part of showing me truth. Thank you. I wouldn't be here if it weren't for them. I wouldn't be the man. Oh, and John Oliver, of course. We love John Oliver. I wouldn't be half the man that I am if I didn't have these great minds to teach, to show me something real, to show me what it means to be hope. So I'll keep trying, and I really hope that we get through this. Christmas is coming, and there's nothing more than being jolly and holly, but that comes from somewhere. So we need to find that. We need to find that spirit. We need to find that peace. We need to find that love that came from Christmas. Ebenezer Scrooge learned how to love, how to care, how to put aside monetary value to appreciate the real meaning. So, be safe. Take care of each other. Love each other. And know that you're not alone. It's a big world. There's lots of opinions out there, but you're not alone. Yeesh. I don't think I can play guitar with this one, but it is Christmas, so it's time to get emotional. Maybe I do too. I forgot what the chords were for the last one. Who denying I'm the best and best, for my talents are renowned far and wide. When it comes to surprises on moonlight night, I excel without even trying. With the slightest little effort of my ghost-like charms, have seen grown men give out a shriek. With the wave of my hand and a well-placed moan, I have swept the very bravest off their feet. Yeah, year after year, it's the same old routine, and I grow so weary of the sounds of screams. Jack, the Pumpkin King, have grown so tired of the same old thing. Oh, somewhere deep inside of these bones, an emptiness began to grow. There's something out there far from my home, a longing that I've never known. I'm a master of frights and a demon of light, and I'll scare you right out of your pants. To a guy in Kentucky, I'm Mr. Unlucky, and I'm known throughout England and France. And since I am dead, I can take off my head to recite Shakespearean quotations. No animal nor man can scream like I can with the fury of my recitations. But who here would ever understand that the Pumpkin King with the skeleton grin, the tire of his crown, if he only understood, he'd give it up if he only could. There's an empty place in my bones that calls out for something unknown. The fame and praise come year after year, does nothing for these empty tears. Wow. I'm waking up. I really wanted to do one, but I don't think I can do it. So I think I'll save it for next week. Happens. But hey. That's from the Grinch. Not that one, son. We just played that. Well, I hope we all have had fun. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you're gonna have a fun weekend. It's gonna be crunch time. I'm I believe we're making lasagna, or I'm gonna make a lasagna on the side, and we'll have that for a Christmas dinner. So, already working on the menu. Already excited, and hey, I hope you have fun things to do as well. Let's go. So, the chords are wrong all the way. I'll tell you that much. Let's go. Let's see if I can find it. See if I can figure that one out. Let's go. Navidad. Feliz Navidad. Feliz Navidad. Años felicidad. Feliz Navidad. Feliz Navidad. Feliz Navidad. Les espero años felicidad. I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas. Wanna wish you a Merry Christmas. Wanna wish you a Merry Christmas from the bottom of my heart. I wish you a Merry Christmas. I wish you a Merry Christmas. Wanna wish you a Merry Christmas from the bottom of my heart. Feliz Navidad. Navidad. Feliz Navidad. Pero año y felicidad. Feliz Navidad. Feliz Navidad. Feliz Navidad. Pero año y felicidad. I wanna wish you a Merry. I wish you a Merry Christmas. I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas from the bottom of my heart. I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas. Wanna wish you a Merry Christmas. Wanna wish you a Merry Christmas from the bottom of my heart. Feliz Navidad. You a Merry Christmas. I wish you a Merry Christmas. I wish you a Merry Christmas from the bottom of my heart. I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas. Wanna wish you a Merry Christmas. Wish you a Merry Christmas. Bottom of my heart. Feliz Navidad. Feliz Navidad. Feliz Navidad, próspero año y felicidad. Cute. That was fast. All right. Well, that's Christmas. Fuck it, let's do it. If you do one, you have to do the other one. It's like I know. Thanks for hanging out. You guys have fun. Ciao. Ha 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 ha. Chug. Well, what have we here? Santa Claus! Huh? Ooh, I'm really scared. So you're the one everyone's been talking about. You're joking! I can't believe my eyes. You're joking me. You gotta be. This can't be the right guy. He's ancient. He's ugly. I don't know which is worse. Might just spit off steam now. If I don't, I'd laugh him first. Oogie Boogie says, just trouble close at hand. You better pay attention now, cause I'm the boogeyman. And if you aren't shaking, there's something very wrong. Cause this may be the last time you hear the boogie song. Whoa, whoa, whoa. The Oogie Boogie Man. I'm feeling antsy, there's nothing much to do. I might just cook a special batch of snake and spider stew. I don't know, one thing that would make it look so nice. A roly-poly Sandy Claus to add a little spice. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Yeah, I'm the Boogie Man. Release me now or you must face dire consequences. The children expecting me, so please come to your senses. Ah, you're joking. You're joking. I can't believe my ears. Would someone shut up this fella up? I'm drowning in my tears. It's funny. I'm laughing. You really are too much. And now, with your permission, I'm going to do my stuff. What are you gonna do? I'm gonna be the best I can. Ooh. Ooh. Oh yeah. Ooh. The sound of rolling dice to me is the music in the air. Cause I'm a gambling boogeyman, although I don't play fair. It's much more fun too, must confess, when lives are on the line. Not mine, of course, but yours, old boy, and that was just fine. Release me now, Astor, you have to answer for this heinous act. Oh, brother, you're something. You put me in a spin. You aren't comprehending the position that you're in. It's hopeless, you're finished, you haven't got a prayer. Cause I'm Mr. Oogie Boogie, and you ain't going nowhere. Very goody.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man, that part. Alright. Oh, hey. Nightmare Before Christmas, in case you didn't know, is one of those things. So, enjoy. Have fun. Thanks for watching. And get something nice to eat. I'm about to go cook some dinner. But hey, until next time. Hasta la próxima. It's been your boy. EXP66. So, Kami. Wishing you better dia. Better tarde. And an awesome mañana. But until then. Ciao. Matane. Pay fairy laugh every time, every bit of time. Then you feed me some line. I won't hear one more word about changing. That's what I am, the same man I've always been. Days pass, turn into weeks when we don't even speak. We just lay wide awake. and pretend we're asleep and you go home alone and you're checking your phone and you're looking at me like I'm something you hold. All these buckets of rain you can't forget about it. You say I never tried. I am a gentleman, didn't I answer every time that you call? Pick you up when you fall, but you never listen at all. You were just always talking about changing. Guess what, I am the same man. Changing. Guess what, I am the same man. Changing. Guess what, I am the same man. Always been. It's true. Love you.